Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, how are you all? Hope you all will be fine and safe. Okay, today we will start our new topic, which is about solving a biological problem. So it's chapter 2. So open your books. Chapter 2 should be open in front of you girls. Okay, as we know that we are going to discussing about the biological problem. So what is biological problem? As we know that biology, it means that study of life is known as biology. So we will discuss about the problems which are relating to the life, which are related to the living organisms. So in this unit we will discuss about the biological problem which are relating to the life. As we discussed in our previous unit that we have to come to know that the science, it is the study of the world through observations and experiments. And we also know that in biology we study living organisms in detail. For example, we studying about their functions, we studied about their structure, their diseases. So the most important feature of biology and other sciences is the problem solving approach, which is known as scientific method. So we can say that a scientific method in which biological problems are to be solved, and it is known as biological method. Now for solving the biological method, there are different steps. So one can be choose the different steps for solving the biological problem. For example, first one step is known as recognition of biological problem. Second one is known as observation, hypothesis, deduction, experiments, conclusion, and reporting. So we will discuss it one by one. As observation, okay, in observation, for example, if we are discussing about the observations, so first we are using our five senses. For example, sense of touch, sense of hearing, sense of taste, sense of sight, sense of smell. So we will use our five senses in observations, and we are having two type of observation: qualitative observation and quantitative observation. In qualitative observation, it deals with description. It means that it describes the description. We will see the texture of the any material. So we can see the quality of the material. We cannot measure it. But in case of quantitative observation, it deals with measurement. It can be measured. It is more accurate. So we can measure the quantities in case of quantitative observation. Okay, first we will discuss about the observation and previous research. After recognition, the biological problem, the biologist make observation which can help him in finding a solution. He also recalled his old observation and also studied the previous researches on the same problem. And in observations, as I have told you that in observations we are using our five senses. For example, sense of sight, sense of hearing, sense of smell, sense of taste, and sense of touch. Now we are having two type of observation. As I have told you that we are having qualitative observation and quantitative observation. So in qualitative observation, it deals with description, and quantitative observation, it is considered more accurate. Now these all about the qualitative and quantitative observations. Okay, we can see that in qualitative observation we are using our five senses. For example, if we observe anything, then we must be use our five senses. Quantitative observations, they are measurable and they deals with numbers. For example, if we are having temperature, so we can measure it with the help of thermometer. So by the help of thermometer we can measure our temperature. We can measure our blood pressure by the help of BP apparatus. We can measure our heartbeat by the help of stethoscope. So different scopes, different tools are using for the measurement of the observations. So these are known as quantitative observations. Now our hypothesis. Okay, what is hypothesis? It is a tentative answer. We can say that hypothesis, it is a tentative answer. So biologist uses observations to develop a possible answer to a biological problem, and it is a tentative answer. Tentative answer, it means that it can be true, it can be false. So it can be right, it can be wrong. And we also said that a good hypothesis having further four characteristic, and these four characteristic are the main characteristic of hypothesis. So first one, it is based on the observation made by the biologist. Means biologist, if they are going to be observe something, so then they will make hypothesis. So hypothesis, it is based on the observation made by the biologist, and it is a proposed statement to answer a problem. Means they will give a statement, proposed statement. So it is a proposed statement to answer the problem, and it is testable through experiment. Means either we are discussing about any biological problem, so if we are giving a hypothesis, so it must be testable through experiment. It means that by experiments we can test our hypothesis, and there is always a way to disprove the hypothesis after experimentation. Means if by experiments it will disprove, so we will disprove it. So there is also a way, always a way to disprove the hypothesis. Now hypothesis, it's assume a possible answer. As I have told you that biologists make more than one hypothesis for a single problem. Now scientific information about the hypothesis, that if we said that all plant cells have a nucleus, so what will be deduction? Deduction, it is the next step after hypothesis, and in deduction must remember this thing, that in deduction we are using two words, if and then. For example, our hypothesis is that all plant cells have nucleus. So deduction will be that if all plant cells have a nucleus, then a nucleus will be observed in each cell of a blade of grass under the microscope. For example, if you said that if pigeon is a bird, then all birds having wings, having feathers. So if and then, we are using if and then, we using two words, if and then. These are most important words when we are making deductions, and deductions, they are logical consequences of the hypothesis. And for making deductions, biologists take hypothesis. Means first we will take hypothesis, biologists, they will take hypothesis, and then they will make deductions from the hypothesis. And in this if and then, these two words must be used. For example, as I have told you that if all birds have wings, then pigeon is a bird. So what will be the descriptions? So descriptions help the biologist to do experiments. Now what are experiments? It is the most important step of biological method, and biologists perform experiments on his hypothesis and checks the deductions. And they can also find deductions of some hypotheses have come true while other have not. Means they can be hypothesis, it can be right, it can be wrong. So after experiments, there is always a way to disprove the hypothesis, and the false hypothesis rejected while the true one accepted. Now what will be the conclusions and reporting? Biologists collect data. Means by the help of experiments, they will collected data from his experiment, and he analyzed the data statistically to reach some conclusions, and he published his conclusions in the form of research articles in scientific journals and books. Okay, and now it was all about my today's lecture. Inshallah, we will meet in our next video. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Hope you all will be understand. Thank you, beta.